It's time for another escort story time. This one's a little different. If you can't tell, I'm currently on tour in Adelaide. I'm here for work and this is my last day here when I'm filming this for you. I need to tell you guys about what's been going on with the creepy fucking cleaner in the hotel. So, yesterday, I'm in a booking with a client. It's about the last 10 minutes, probably even less than that. And we're sort of just laying there talking. The main event is done and we hear this knocking at the door. The first round of knocking, neither of us really thought anything of it. The second lot of knocking, obviously we were like, okay, someone's at the door. And I just shout out, I'm like, I'm busy at the moment, please come back later. And so the cleaner left my door. He went about his way. My client gets up, he showers, it's the end of his booking, he leaves, he's on his merry way, so the client is no longer here. Obviously, I jump in the shower because now the client's left, I need to shower. I've just done the I'm in the shower, next thing you know, my front door opens. It's the cleaner coming into my apartment while I am butt uncovered in the shower. I hadn't closed the door to the bathroom because it was just me here. Shout out, I'm like, I haven't got any clothes on, please come back later. And he was like, okay, I'll come back in 15 minutes. I'm like, sweet. He leaves. Eventually he does come back. It's about 25 minutes later. Comes in. Have never seen somebody clean an apartment so slowly. Please keep in mind, the apartment was really quite clean. Fair enough, he brought in fresh towels, all of that, but he was just dawdling around and I could see him looking at everything. Obviously, at this point, because I knew he was coming back to clean the room, I had stashed all of the supplies. I made sure that there was no mess that showed what I'd just been doing. I could tell he was still looking for something. He was dawdling about in here, doing nothing other than bringing fresh towels, pondering about just being like, oh, looking here, for I want to say 20 minutes, maybe 18 minutes, something like that. And then he's like, oh, I need to bring up some fresh linen to change your bed. I'll be back in 15 minutes. I'm like, sweet. I'm sitting here waiting. 45 minutes passes. And I'm like, okay, my next booking is going to be here in 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I run down to reception. I'm like, hey, just let the cleaner know, I don't need him to change the bedding anymore. I've waited too long. That's it. That's fine. Bye. I run back up here to quickly get organized for my booking. And he's back in here in the apartment. He proceeds to dawdle round as slowly as he can, changing nothing but the bed and not including the pillowcases, right? Just the main bedding. It took him 18 minutes. He was dawdling that bad. And I've gone up to him and I'm like, hey, do you need any help? Because I need to go, I need to get you out of here. Anyway, I got to my client on time, brought the client back up. Thank God the client was a regular of mine. So I knew what I was getting myself into and I could vent to him about what had happened with the cleaner. But oh my God, I forgot an important part in this fucking story. My ADHD brain is all over the shop. Before I went down to get the client, right? So he'd left my room, okay? It was about 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes before my client said that they were here. At that point, I leave my room and who is standing at my front door? He was on his phone, looking down at his phone. The cleaner, right? And it kind of looked like he was waiting for the lifts, but when I went to press the button for the lift, neither button was pressed. So he was literally just standing right outside my door on his phone, within 2 steps of my door. Creepy, right? Really weird, especially after the behavior in the room and lingering around and looking at stuff. Anyway, at that point, I go and get my client, bring him up, and I tell him all about what's happened with the cleaner. We do the booking, no dramas, seen that client literally every time I've come to Adelaide. We had a great booking. I had a great time bitching about the cleaner. And then guess what? My client leaves, he says goodbye, and 30 seconds later, I hear a knock on the door. And I'm like, oh my God, is it the cleaner? It wasn't. It was my client. He came in and he told me that the cleaner was hanging around outside of the door again, literally loitering on this floor. So the client came in, he told me that, then he left again. And as he was leaving, he took a photo. He took a picture of the cleaner on this level and sent it to me. And he was like, be careful, don't answer the door. That's really fucking creepy and weird. And this is the client fully understood how creepy this situation was. Okay. That's pretty much where we're up to. I'm still here. So let's see if I have any more run-ins with the cleaner. I have no idea what he was up to. I'm not sure if possibly he recognized me, he knows what I do for work, and maybe he was lingering around hoping to get a quickie. I don't know, but it was really, really creepy and just way too much of a coincidence for him to be there every fucking time I open that goddamn door. And if I'm being totally honest with you, while I was asleep last night, it was hard to get a real sleep because I was so worried that he was going to just like walk into my apartment. Anyway, guys, be careful if you're a lone woman traveling and staying in hotels by yourself, because that was just absolutely bizarre.